Today I thought it would be interesting to see how the new Redmi Pad Pro compares to the Xiaomi Pad 6. I think most people will be surprised at the results, so let's go ahead and get started. Price-wise, these two are very similar, starting at just over $300, at least on Amazon in the United States. Storage options are the same as well, at 128 or 256 gigabytes. One advantage with the Redmi Pad Pro is you can use a micro SD card for expanded storage as well. You've got 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM with 128, then you have the option of 8 gigabytes of RAM with 256 gigabytes of storage on both as well. As far as the screen goes, both tablets have an IPS LCD display, 600 nits brightness for the Redmi Pad versus 550 on the Xiaomi Pad 6, up to 120 Hz refresh rate on the Redmi Pad, 144 Hz on the Xiaomi Pad 6. The obvious difference here is you have a larger 12.1 inch for the Redmi Pad Pro with 1600 by 2560 resolution versus 11 inches for the Xiaomi Pad 6 with 1800 by 2880 resolution. Even though technically the Redmi Pad is supposed to be the brighter screen, when you put these next to each other, they look pretty similar straight on, but you'll notice the Xiaomi Pad looks a tad brighter and even has better viewing angles compared to the Redmi Pad Pro. It's kind of weird because sometimes the Redmi Pad looks brighter, other times the Xiaomi Pad 6 looks brighter. The Xiaomi Pad is quite a bit lighter as well at 490 grams versus 571 for the Redmi Pad. When comparing battery life, the Redmi Pad lasted about 6 hours versus 7 hours for the Xiaomi Pad 6. So plenty of power to last a couple days with mixed usage, especially if you turn the screen brightness down. You also have 33 watt fast charging for both tablets, but if you want the tablet with better battery life, I would go with the Xiaomi Pad 6. Software-wise, the Xiaomi Pad 6 has been updated to Android 14, so now both tablets are on Xiaomi Hyper OS software, so they're gonna look and feel almost identical. You've got the Google Discover newsfeed left at the home screen. They have the same notification style and control center up in the corner. One advantage for the Xiaomi Pad is you have the workstation option, which allows you to use floating windows, which is helpful to be a little bit more productive. One advantage for the Xiaomi Pad is you've got video out, so it's easy to connect an HDMI adapter to connect to a projector, TV, or external monitor, and that's something you don't get on most tablets in this category. Overall, the software experience is gonna look and feel very similar. You just get a couple extras with the Xiaomi Pad 6, and of course it's gonna be larger with the Redmi Pad Pro. Performance-wise, considering Redmi is the more budget brand, surprisingly the performance is closer than you would think for these two. You have a Snapdragon 7S Gen 2 processor in the Redmi Pad Pro, Snapdragon 870 in the Xiaomi Pad 6. The Xiaomi Pad has a little better multi-core score and GPU score as well. I also ran the 3D Mark wildlife test, and the Xiaomi Pad 6 did a little bit better there as well. I feel like both are pretty good options for gaming if you're playing games like PUBG Mobile or Asphalt 9, but again, if you want the tablet with a little better performance, you'll want to go with the Xiaomi Pad 6. One advantage with the Redmi Pad Pro is it's still got a headphone jack, which is definitely nice to have, not necessarily a deal breaker, but if you don't want to mess with charging your headphones while traveling, it definitely comes in handy. You'll also notice there's 2 speakers on each side for both tablets, but the smaller Xiaomi Pad 6 sounds a little bit louder and just has better sound quality in my opinion, but here's a quick sample of each just to see if you can tell a difference. As far as cameras go, you get a little higher resolution, 13 megapixel on the back of the Xiaomi Pad 6 versus 8 megapixel on the back of the Redmi Pad. You also have an 8 megapixel camera on the front for both tablets, and you can shoot up to 1080p, 30 frames per second for video recording. I feel like you could use either for Zoom meetings or other video conference calls if you need to, but the Xiaomi Pad 6 might be a tad bit better overall. Here's a quick sample of each just to give you an idea of what to expect. So as you can see, a lot of similarities between these two tablets, but it may come down to what you're looking for. I can see some picking the Redmi Pad Pro just to have sort of a larger version of the Xiaomi Pad 6, but I don't think you can go wrong with either one. I'm currently working on a lot of comparisons right now, and of course I'll be doing some more on the Redmi Pad Pro here soon, so you'll want to keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.